Welcome to Pardon the Eruption. I'm Brady Shanahan with my co-host Ryan Sullivan and Owen Cunningham. Today, first topic is Kyrie Irving. Where should he go or should he stay?
I think that Kyrie Irving should just leave the Brooklyn Nets and head to the Los Angeles Lakers. And the reasoning for this is that he has had 3 years with the Brooklyn Nets, and in those 3 years, he was by himself 1 year with Kevin Durant. He had to carry that team until he got injured. And the second year, they had Durant and James Harden. None of them could get it done. While everybody did get hurt and Durant did have to carry, this they could not get it done. And this year, just because Kyrie, for whatever reason, did not want to get vaccinated, and I do believe it was his fault that the Brooklyn Nets did lose. But now I think it's time for him to have a change of scenery and should head to the Los Angeles Lakers and go back to LeBron James, reunite, because I think he can save this Los Angeles Lakers team. Because Russell West, you can see the age on this roster is getting up there, and the guys and the other role players that they have are too young. And Kyrie Irving is a superstar in this league. You walk into the building to see this guy play, and he can save the franchise. Go back with LeBron. Him and LeBron, they won a championship together. Now, if you add that third piece with Anthony Davis, you can walk right into a championship. And I don't believe Kyrie Irving will have a bad year like Russell Westbrook did on the Lakers.
That is absolutely ridiculous. How are the Lakers going to go pay Kyrie Irving? They have all these players on the books. They can't even afford any good backup players. Their bench has no depth at all. The team can't do a thing. He should stay in Brooklyn with Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant is the best player he'll get an opportunity to play with. The Nets, if they just had better chemistry last year, could have made a finals run. There's no way in hell that he should leave Brooklyn. The Lakers are not a good option. They have a new coach, bad chemistry, no money. They're not going to be able to surround him with talent. No chance he goes to the Lakers. He should remain in Brooklyn.
Here's what you can do. You can do a sign and trade. Kyrie Irving can do a sign, and then they can trade him for Westbrook. And since the Lakers have no other pieces, the Lakers won't have to give up that much to get him. They don't have any picks. They don't have any good role players, so it could just be a sign and trade. You can include Westbrook in that deal.
Why would Brooklyn want Westbrook? He's a scrub. Russell Westbrook can't play.
They wouldn't, but they would have to take him, or else they'd be taking him for nothing.
It's better than getting Russell Westbrook, paying him $40 million a year for not having any players to fill out the roster with. Kevin Durant is better than LeBron James. The Brooklyn Nets have more talent and more money that they can fill out the roster with. He should remain in Brooklyn. The East is also weaker than the West. He does not have to go through Golden State, the champions. He just has to beat Boston again, Milwaukee, and Giannis, and a Philadelphia team that just looks like a mess at this point.
I do agree. Kevin Durant is the best player in the world, but let's not forget that LeBron just got off of averaging 30. And guys are getting hurt on the Brooklyn Nets. You see that Joe Harris, he was out for the year. Seth Curry, he was injured. These are two decent role players that helped the Brooklyn Nets win. And if you add Russell Westbrook, you could, since you said they have Brooklyn Nets or a more experienced team, then why can't the more experienced team help Westbrook get back into it? And Kyrie Irving, once again, teaming with LeBron, Anthony Davis, keep him healthy. This team is a championship contender. They might not win in the first year because you got to get the chemistry going. But if you could do a sign and trade, get $47 million out the window, anybody could take a pay cut. And this is one of the most historic franchises in history. I don't know what role players would want to come and play for the Los Angeles Lakers.
I actually disagree with both of you. I think that he shouldn't go to the Lakers or the Nets. I think he should go to the Hawks. The Hawks with Trae Young need an older veteran that can lead the team to go to the playoffs and make it further than just the first couple rounds. From NBA to NFL, who do you think is the leading runner in the NFL MVP race this next season?
I think that the NFL MVP next season will be Patrick Mahomes, and here's why. Patrick Mahomes is regarded as one of the, if not the best quarterbacks in the NFL. He put up career lows last year, and to be honest, these career lows were not terrible. It's just bad for what he can live up to. Patrick Mahomes has an amazing team around him. Even though they lost Tyreek Hill, They still added Juju Smith-Schuster and Marquez Valdez-Scantling, and you still got Hardman, and you still got Kelsey, you still have Hilaire, and you still got 5 bodyguards blocking you. You still got a Hall of Fame coach in Andy Reid. The defense might not be too good, but with the offensive firepower that they will have, Mahomes will be able to find targets like he did in 2019 and 2018, and he will be able to win the NFL MVP this season.
I don't disagree with you, but I would say Mahomes beat this guy in the playoffs last year. His name is Josh Allen. He wants revenge. You see these guys, they get beat in the playoffs, they come back, they exact their revenge. I think the Bills are going to win the Super Bowl this year, and I think Josh Allen is going to kickstart that by winning MVP. He's got great weapons such as Stephon Diggs, Cole Beasley, Dawson Knox, Devin Singletary. Way better than what Mahomes has. Allen, we know he can run. He's one of the best running quarterbacks in football. The Bills' defense also improved last year, signing a veteran in Von Miller. Josh Allen shown every year now that he's a great quarterback, incredibly talented, has a diverse skill set. I think Josh Allen is going to be the MVP of the NFL this season.
They didn't have a better tight end. That Travis Kelsey is definitely a lot better. You can see he can block and he can receive. And additions like Juju Smith-Schuster, Marquez Valdez-Scantling, McCole Hardman, and these guys are key pieces to help win. Even though you lost Tyreek Hill, you still can win. And as you can say, one game always takes it. Mahomes, and once again, we have seen that Mahomes is a better player than Josh Allen. He's won MVP. He's passed for more yards in his career. He's won a Super Bowl. He knows what he has to do to win as well. I think Mahomes can take it this year.
What is Juju going to do, dance on the other team's logo? The Buffalo Bills are just an all-around better team with more talent. Josh Allen has worse numbers because he hasn't been in the league long enough. Josh Allen's going to show this year that he's the best quarterback in football, and he's going to show that Patrick Mahomes is second.
First, Juju Smith-Schuster actually quit TikTok, and before he was on TikTok, he was replacing Antonio Brown as the best wide receiver on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Anybody can come back and have a great year, and I think he'll come back and have a great year, and Mahomes will definitely win MVP this season.
I disagree with you, but I agree with Josh Allen. I think Patrick Mahomes needs a first year to get used to this new team that he has after getting rid of Tyreek Hill, his best weapon on the team. So I think Josh Allen's going to take it home this year. Thank you for joining us with Pardon the Interruption.